got to ask yourself, what about this kid's dreams offended his brothers so much? Because, I mean, all of us have siblings that say, like, random things, you know, like, oh, you know, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, you guys are all going to bow down to me, I'm going to be the president, whatever. We all have a sibling that some kid, you know, that, you know, like, I have friends, all these young kids that, you know, young white kids that think they're rappers, you know what I mean? They just, they're just saying, you know, it's an interesting time. But what about that frame of thinking offended their brothers? And so some of the sages that write commentaries, they say the reason why the brothers had such an issue with Joseph was because Joseph had dreams and they did not have dreams. And that's the same dynamic in the Middle East. The entire Middle East, and you can ask anyone, any of these kids that are here protesting, that are pro-Palestine and pro all this type of stuff, they left. They left their country to come here to the United States. Why? Because they wanted the United States, they wanted the American dream. That's why they came here. And it's the same reason why the Arab nations hate Israel. It's not because it's just a Jewish idea per se. It's not just that. It's the idea that there's a country full of ideas and dreams that embarrass an entire region that has controlled its population of misery and sadness. That's the game. That's the whole idea of Islamic militancy, is to control people with misery and sadness. Go to the Middle East and see how many music artists you see expressing themselves freely. How many painters, how many poets, how many people who choose their own sexuality, how many people who've chosen their whatever race, religion they want to be. See how many people that have that ability there, and see how many of those people have left that country and pursued those very things here on the soil. So what you see in the Middle East is not just an idea between Muslims and Jews or Western ideas and Eastern ideas. It's the idea of why America is great today. And the reason why America is great today is not just because of the free markets. It's definitely not because our government keeps growing, but it's the idea that we have a population of people that believe that if you come here, you work hard, you obey the rules, that you can achieve anything that you want. And for that reason, I suggest that all of us not just support the Republican element of supporting Israel, but supporting people who are fighting to maintain